Welcome to Grace in Every Season, a podcast where we pause, reflect, and remember that God's grace meets us in every season of life. I'm your host, Denise. Welcome back to Grace in Every Season. I'm Denise, and today I want to talk about something we often struggle with. Those seasons when it feels like nothing is happening. You're praying, you're trusting, you're showing up. But on the outside, it looks quiet, still, unchanged. If you're in that place right now, this episode is for you. One of the hardest parts of walking by faith is trusting God when we can't see the evidence yet. In Ecclesiastes 3:1, it says, "For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven." We live in a world that celebrates instant results, but God often works beneath the surface long before we ever see fruit. Think about a seed planted in the ground. For a while it looks like nothing is happening, but beneath the soil, roots are forming. Growth is happening where the eye can't see. In the same way, God is often doing his deepest work in us during the quiet seasons. I remember a season in my own life where on the outside, things looked bad, and everything seemed to fall apart. I didn't understand what was happening at the time, or what God was going to do in and through it. I had a serious fall accident that forced me to stop working. And at the same time, I had to step away from the dance ministry that I loved so deeply. From the outside, it looked like loss. It looked like things were getting worse, not better. And honestly, in that season, I couldn't see what God was doing at all. I didn't understand why things had to stop. All I knew is that I trusted God and asked him to show me what to do in the waiting. Looking back now, I can see that God was working beneath the surface in ways I never could have imagined. That season of waiting, of slowing down, became the place where God opened completely new doors. Doors I never would have walked through if my life hadn't been interrupted. It was in that quiet, painful season that God began leading me into writing. Something I never planned for myself. And through that season, he opened doors to ministries I couldn't have orchestrated on my own, including writing 2 books and stepping into new ways of serving him. What felt like loss at the time was actually preparation. What felt like an ending was God gently redirecting my steps. And I share this to encourage you because if you're in a season where things look bad right now, when nothing seems to make sense, it doesn't mean God is absent. It may be that he's doing his most important work beneath the surface. That's why I believe so deeply that unseen seasons are often the most meaningful ones. It helps us get our minds off self and onto God and how he wants to direct our steps. So if you're feeling overlooked, delayed, or discouraged, I want to gently remind you, God is not absent. He is active even when it's hidden. This season is not wasted. Your obedience matters. Your prayers matter. Your waiting matters. Sometimes God is strengthening our roots so we can withstand what's coming next. If you're in a season where nothing seems to be happening, it may be because God is doing something deeper than you can see. Stay faithful, stay rooted, and rest in the truth that God's timing is always purposeful. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Until next time, stay rooted in Him, and remember, grace meets us in every season.